Today I'm showing you 10 guns under $200 that actually work for seniors. I've watched 75-year-olds with arthritis run these with real confidence. Hit subscribe now if you're sick of overpriced guns that don't work for real people. The big companies don't want you seeing this, but your click helps get the truth out. Let's see what these affordable firearms can do. Number 10. Heritage Rough Rider 22 LR. The Heritage Rough Rider kicks off the list at about $159, which makes it one of the cheapest working firearms you can still buy. This single-action revolver brings back that classic cowboy-era vibe, but it has features that surprisingly fit seniors well. The 4.75-inch barrel version balances nicely, and the revolver's 33-ounce weight can actually steady your aim instead of feeling like a burden. For seniors who grew up on Westerns, there's also a familiar comfort to this design that builds confidence fast. What impressed me most was the value. You get a solid steel frame and cylinder with decent accuracy at common self-defense distances, all for under $160. The Rough Rider can also come with a second cylinder for .22 Magnum if you want a little more punch later on. Pros: extremely affordable at $159. Minimal recoil with .22 LR. Simple, straightforward operation. Comfortable wide grip for arthritic hands. Solid steel build. Cons: single action requires cocking before each shot. Stiff loading gate needs decent finger strength. Limited stopping power with .22 LR. No modern duty-style features. Heavier than some polymer options. Number 9. Hi-Point C9 9mm. At around $189, the Hi-Point C9 gets laughed at online. But for seniors on a tight budget, this 9mm pistol deserves a real look. The C9's chunky, heavy design that people complain about is exactly what helps older shooters. At 29 ounces unloaded, it often feels softer than many lightweight 9mm handguns that cost triple. The simple blowback setup keeps the controls basic: a manual safety, a mag release, and a trigger. No decockers, no remember this switch nonsense when stress hits. The big 3-dot sights are easier to pick up with aging eyes, and the 8+1 capacity gives enough rounds for defense without making the mag a nightmare to load. The slide serrations are large and easy to grab, which matters when hand strength isn't what it used to be. Pros: affordable at $189. Heavier weight reduces felt recoil. Simple controls under stress. Large, visible sights for older eyes. Unconditional lifetime warranty. Cons: heavy trigger around 8 pounds. Bulky for concealed carry. Slide takes moderate strength. Rough fit and finish. Limited aftermarket upgrades. Number 8. Taurus G2C 9mm. The Taurus G2C usually squeaks under our $200 cap, especially on sale around $199. This compact 9mm gives you features you normally see on pistols costing $100 more, which makes it a strong value for seniors on a budget. What makes the G2C stand out for older shooters is the manageable 22-ounce weight paired with a slide that many people find easier to rack than competing compact 9mm. That matters because slide manipulation is one of the biggest hurdles for seniors. The 12+1 capacity gives serious capability without being overwhelming. The 3-dot sights are usable and adjustable, though anyone with major vision issues may struggle in low light. Pros: under $200 on sale, easier slide racking than many rivals. Compact grip fits smaller hands, reliable 12+1 capacity. Modern safety features including trigger safety. Cons: long trigger reset. Stiff magazine release. Limited aftermarket. Basic sights. Not ideal for very poor vision. More felt recoil than heavier pistols. Number 7. Maverick 88 12-gauge shotgun. At about $189, the Maverick 88 is basically the budget cousin of the Mossberg 500, and it's one of the best bang-for-the-buck home defense shotguns out there. The manual of arms is simple: load, pump, fire. That simplicity matters for seniors when adrenaline hits. The 18.5-inch model weighs about 7 pounds, which helps tame recoil while still being manageable for most older shooters. What I like most for seniors is the forgiving nature of shotguns. The pattern gives you a little margin, which can help with tremors or age-related vision decline. The pump action is dependable and doesn't rely on perfect grip strength the way some semi-autos can. And yes, the sound of racking a shell can be a serious deterrent that may stop a situation before it turns worse. The controls are big enough for arthritic hands to run. Pros: incredible value at $189. Reliable pump action. Simple operation under stress. Serious stopping power. Works with many Mossberg 500 accessories. Cons: heavy recoil with standard loads. 7 pounds can feel heavy for some. Safety placement isn't ideal for everyone. Limited capacity at 5+1. Not for concealed carry or travel. Number 6. Ruger Wrangler 22 LR Revolver. The Ruger Wrangler comes in around $199 and gives seniors a more refined alternative to the Heritage, backed by Ruger's reputation. This aluminum alloy-framed revolver weighs about 30 ounces but still feels solid. The Cerakote finish helps fight corrosion, which is great for seniors who may not clean as often as they should. The Wrangler shines for older users because 22 LR recoil is light, and the trigger is smooth and predictable, so most senior testers can place shots at realistic defensive distances without fatigue. The single action style keeps it simple. Load 6, cock the hammer, press the trigger. If you grew up around westerns, it just feels natural. Ruger's transfer bar safety also helps prevent an accidental discharge if it's dropped, which matters when hands aren't as steady. Pros: Ruger reliability at $199. Smooth, light trigger feel. Durable Cerakote finish. Transfer bar safety. Good accuracy at defensive distances. Cons: must cock for every shot. Limited stopping power with 22 LR. Slow reloads versus semi-autos. Fixed, non-adjustable sights. Only 6 rounds. Number 5. Savage Stevens 320 12-gauge shotgun. The Stevens 320 can be found around $195, and it's a real competitor to the Maverick 88. At about 7.4 pounds, it strikes a solid balance between control and recoil reduction. The synthetic stock needs basically no maintenance and won't warp with humidity, which is a big deal for seniors who store a firearm for long periods. What surprised me with the 320 was how smooth the pump felt. Many seniors could cycle it without fighting it. The ghost ring sights help older eyes get on target faster. The 5+1 capacity is enough for home defense while keeping weight reasonable. Another advantage: many models come drilled and tapped, so you can mount an optic to help with vision issues. The extended magazine release is also easier for reduced dexterity. Pros: pistol grip option can help control for arthritic users. Smooth pump takes less effort. Ghost rings for quick target pickup. Pre-drilled receiver for optics. Extended magazine release. Cons: strong recoil with full power loads. Heavy factory trigger. Small slide release button. Basic finishing. Less aftermarket support than Mossberg. Number 4. Keltec P17 22 LR Pistol. The Keltec P17 is around $199 and stands out as one of the only polymer-framed semi-auto pistols under $200 that actually brings useful features. At just 14 ounces unloaded, it's the lightest gun on this list, which is huge for seniors with limited upper body strength. The 16+1 capacity gives plenty of rounds without beating up aging wrists. The biggest win for seniors is how easy the slide is to rack. That's a make or break feature for older shooters. A threaded barrel is often included, letting you add a compensator to reduce the already light recoil. The fiber optic front sight is bright and easy to see, which helps with common vision problems. And the trigger, around 2.5 to 3 pounds, doesn't require much finger strength while still being predictable. Most seniors I've watched can keep good accuracy at 7 yards without the hand fatigue they get from heavier triggers. Pros: extremely light at 14 ounces, huge 16+1 capacity, very easy slide manipulation, light 2.5 to 3 pound trigger, threaded barrel included. Cons: limited stopping power with 22 LR. Polymer feel isn't for everyone. More complex takedown. Mags can be tough to load without a tool. Limited holster options. Number 3. Rossi RS22 22LR rifle. At about $189, the Rossi RS22 gives seniors a lightweight, low recoil rifle that's easy to run and cheap to practice with. The synthetic stock keeps weight down and handles bad weather, and the 18-inch barrel balances well for older shooters with limited strength. The rifle format gives 3 points of contact, which provides stability that many seniors can't get from handguns. What makes the RS22 great for older users is the familiar feel with simple operation. The action is smooth enough that many arthritic hands can work it comfortably, and the 10-round detachable magazine is easier than tube-fed designs for a lot of people. The fiber optic front sight is easy to see, and the rear is adjustable so you can tune it to your eyes. For seniors who care about accuracy, comfort, and affordable reps at the range, the RS22 is a strong pick. Pros: light at about 5 pounds, almost no felt recoil, stable platform for tremors, bright fiber optic front sight, simple, reliable operation. Cons: limited stopping power with 22 LR, not for concealed carry, small safety, basic furniture, limited aftermarket options. Number 2. Charter Arms Undercover 38 Special Revolver. At the top edge of our $200 budget, sometimes found on sale around $199, the Charter Arms Undercover is serious value in a defensive revolver. With a 2-inch barrel and around 16 ounces, it balances portability and power in a way many seniors appreciate. The double action setup is simple: aim and press, with no external safeties to remember in a panic. That simplicity is a real advantage for older users. What makes it stand out is the jump in defensive capability. 38 Special is a meaningful step up from 22, and Plus P is an option for those who can tolerate the recoil. Always check your revolver's rating. The bobbed hammer helps reduce snagging, and the full-size grip can be friendlier for arthritic hands than tiny pocket revolvers. With practice, many seniors with limited hand strength can run the double action pull successfully. Fixed sights are basic but workable up close, and stainless versions resist corrosion well. Pros: real stopping power with 38 Special, light at 16 ounces, simple use with no external safeties, full grip works for arthritic hands, American-made with lifetime warranty. Cons: heavy double action pull, 5-round capacity, snappy recoil with defensive loads, basic fixed sights, ammo costs more than 22 LR for practice. Before we get to number 1, hit subscribe and ring the notification bell so you never miss our honest firearm reviews. Number 1. Rock Island Armory M206 38 Special Revolver. At $199, the Rock Island M206 takes the top spot as the best gun under $200 for seniors in 2025. The M206 is what many seniors actually want: a full-size, all-steel 38 Special revolver with a 2-inch barrel and classic lines. At about 25 ounces, it has enough weight to calm recoil while still staying manageable. What separates the M206 from everything else here is the mix of solid construction and senior-friendly features. The Parkerized finish resists corrosion without the higher cost of stainless. The double-action trigger is around 10 pounds, heavy enough to be safe, but doable with practice. And the exposed hammer gives you a single-action option for limited hand strength, with a lighter 4-pound pull that none of the seniors I've tested struggled to use accurately. The rubber grips help soak recoil and stay secure even with sweaty or arthritic hands. For seniors looking for the best balance of reliability, easy operation, real stopping power, and value, The M206 sets the bar under $200. Pros: true all-steel construction at $199. Single action option for limited strength. Rubber grips reduce felt recoil. 6-round capacity beats most budget revolvers. Durable Parkerized finish. Cons: heavier than polymer options at 25 ounces. Basic fixed sights. Stiff cylinder release at first. Fewer holster options than big brands. Not rated for plus P. There you have it, the top 10 firearms under $200 that work exceptionally well for seniors in 2025. What surprised me most in testing was how the Rock Island M206 outperformed guns costing 3 times more when you put it in the hands of real seniors. Please hit subscribe and the notification bell. Those simple clicks help more seniors find this information. And remember, the best gun isn't always the most expensive. It's the one you can actually run effectively when it matters.